Hi, this is Dr. Adajar, Dr. Mark Adajar from XSculpt. I'm one of the surgeons and TRT specialists here, and I want to make a video today about one of the most common questions I get online and in my office about if it's possible to get rid of gynecomastia without surgery, like for example with weight loss or exercise. And so I want to address this question today for anybody who's interested in this answer. Now, the short answer is yes, you can, but it's very difficult, especially what you start out with. So, for example, there's a lot of factors that go into this. For example, it matters if you're gynecomastia. First of all, if you have pseudogynecomastia, which is mainly fat and a little amount of gland, or if you have true gynecomastia, which is having the gland itself with or without the surrounding fat. Okay, so let's address pseudogynecomastia first. So if you have pseudogynecomastia, which is you have a breast-like appearance due to excessive fat, these are the people who are very amenable to getting rid of their gynecomastia with weight loss therapy and exercise. Now, that being said, that can be very difficult, especially if you're not genetically inclined to be able to shed a lot of fat, specifically drop your body fat percentage. So, the way that our body works when it comes to fat gaining and fat loss is that just naturally, evolutionary, is that our body likes to store fat at our core, specifically the chest, and the love handle areas in men. And the reason for this is because it's kind of a protective mechanism. What will happen is in times of starvation and from protection against attacks from saber-toothed tigers and all that stuff, is that the core fat will provide protection for all the important internal organs. It will also provide insulation and warmth for the core. And so therefore it is the area that gains fat first and releases fat last. So majority of people will see fat loss in their face, their neck, their cheeks and their arms and their legs before they start seeing significant weight loss in their core. So it can be very difficult to lose that fat, especially if your testosterone is low and human growth hormone. If your testosterone and human growth hormones levels are extremely low, you have even one more hurdle to overcome to lose that core fat, because testosterone does help regulate fat deposit and fat storage. So, if anyone's a weight loss journey, I do highly recommend you get your levels checked, because if it's low and you fix it, your results will be a lot easier. But yes, for pseudogynecomastia, it is easier or possible to get rid of your gynecomastia as long as you have a very solid diet and training program. Now, I always get the question, if I work out my chest a lot, will that help get rid of my pseudogynecomastia? And the answer is not really, because you can't spot attack fat. Sure, when you do a lot of chest, you're going to develop the muscle in your chest to make it look better, but you're not going to lose the fat there, because spot fat reduction does not happen. However, working out your chest with like bench press and stuff is a compound exercise, which is a multi-joint exercise, which is good for your overall body because it increases your metabolism and stuff like that, and it will contribute to overall weight loss, but not weight loss specifically to your chest. Now, so I believe that covers if you have pseudogynecomastia. Now, if you have true gynecomastia, can you improve your gynecomastia with diet and exercise? And the answer for that is likely not. The reason why is because true gynecomastia is when you have actual breast gland tissue that lives behind the nipple, causing the breast-like appearance or the man boob appearance of your chest. So that breast gland is not fat. Actually, it's fiber. It's composed of fibrous tissue. It's composed of breast gland tissue, sometimes scar tissue. And so no matter how much diet or exercise you do, sure, the fat surrounding the area will go down, but that actual breast gland will not, because it's just exercise, and diet and exercise just doesn't target the glandular tissue itself. Sometimes what happens is if you have a component of considerable gland and you along with fat, and you get yourself to a very low body fat percentage, what can happen is development of the underlying pectoralis muscle with the decrease of the surrounding fat can cause the nipples to protrude through and make your gynecomastia more noticeable. It might not be as large, but it might be noticeable because your nipples are poking through. So if you have true actual glandular gynecomastia, the chances that you'll get rid of it with diet and exercise alone probably is quite low, because breast gland tissue does not respond in that way to diet and exercise. And so unfortunately, if your gynecomastia has been around for quite some time, and enough fibrous tissue has developed, then the gynecomastia is likely permanent, and medication can't help you at that point. And then surgery would be the only answer to permanently get rid of it. Going on another topic though, however, gynecomastia is very relatively mild, and early medication, aggressive medication therapy immediately can make it go away. But majority of us who's had gynecomastia, discover it at a much later stage, and at that point it's too late for medications to help. But I'll do another video on that if I haven't done it already. So hopefully that answers everyone's questions, and I know this video is a little bit on the long side. So if you have any other specific questions, you can email me at dr.adajar@xsculpt.com. Come visit me at one of our XSculpt locations, at our main location in Chicago, or you can visit our website and submit a virtual consult, and I'd be happy to evaluate you and chat with you there. Okay, thank you so much for listening. I hope this helped, and hope you watch our other videos.